Every exchange between these women escalates the intensity of the story so much as it unpeels new layers of fear and of trauma that they've endured. You feel the crushing weight of really their entire existence. Welcome back, movie fans, to another London Film Festival 2022 review, this time to discuss Sarah Polley's Women Talking, which tells the story of a group of women in an isolated religious colony who struggle to reconcile their faith with a string of sexual assaults committed by the colony's men. And Women Talking is the best way to describe this play-like movie, but do not for a second dismiss it or think it boring. Sarah Polley went from starring on Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead to writing one exceptional screenplay that delivers a gut-wrenching emotional wallop from beginning to end. Thematically rich dialogue exchanges add layers to the character-driven debate where a crisis of faith combats a crisis of consciousness in the search for freedom and safety. This entire film is set in this one location with this select group of characters in this debate where every new point raised, every new perspective presented is so engrossing. It gives you such a real sense of stakes from the beginning where you feel the desperation, you feel the immense sadness and fear out of all these characters, and you get to understand them and know them on such a deep, intimate level where it's a group of women from several different generations. You have grandmas, you have mothers, you have sisters, you have children, and then you have Ben Whishaw's August present to write down every point raised about whether these people should leave or they should stay and fight. There are so many interesting debates in regards to forgiveness, in regards to freedom, in regards to what it is to be a woman, in regards to how this colony really works, and it fleshes out the entire world just through these immaculate performances from this collectively insanely talented cast. Seriously, one of the most incredible ensembles I have seen, where everyone is just hitting on the same levels of excellence. Every exchange between these women escalates the intensity of the story so much as it unpeels new layers of fear and of trauma that they've endured. You feel the crushing weight of really their entire existence as it is amidst this colony governed by men and the fear they impose on them, the fact that they're actually imposing forgiveness on them, and a lot of the film is discussing that, and I was constantly at the edge of my seat. My eyes were glued to their every word, every breath they took, and every glance they gave at one another or out into the horizon as more and more they feel desperate, and you feel that in your bones. The entire film is awards worthy in so many ways, from Polley's exceptional screenplay to her dynamic direction that takes so much out of this single location where you feel so suffocated, much like the women in this colony, where a lot of this cast delivers their career best work, and even the haunting but also beautiful visuals. The cinematography here is excellent as well. But genuinely, the best supporting actress race could rightfully be filled with just this cast, and no one should bat an eye. This ensemble delivers pitch-perfect performances, striking a delicate balance between vulnerability and strength, where Claire Foy and Jessie Buckley are somehow the standouts. So much raw emotion conveyed with every single word and glance. There are so many memorable lines that these two delivered. Claire Foy has a couple of monologues, and she had me literally shaking as we watched her. So many moments where you feel like you're right in her face, and you actually are, because these are close-ups on her, and you just see her eyes express so much, while Jessie Buckley herself feels so angsty and angry at the world, and the film is able to deliver a punch to the gut at a certain moment when she probably delivers my favorite line of the year in this movie. And Hildur Guðnadóttir's melancholically hopeful score thoughtfully contrasts the intimate warmth found in the characters' most compassionate moments, where they find themselves at their most vulnerable, with brief, harrowing flashes of implied violence that just show us enough to let our imagination fill the gaps, and they are so impactful because of what they don't show. But I do wish the film had dove just a little bit more into the next generation of men, because it is such a point of contention in this debate, and something that these women, these mothers, so much struggle with when it comes to making their decision. What is right for their children, what is right for them, and what is right for their lives, and what is going to happen in the future of this colony. What should they do? And I just wish we could have seen more between mothers and the sons. The film shows us brief flashes, much like it shows for the other men. I really like the choice from Polley to not give a face to any of the perpetrators in this film, because that's kind of the entire point. But these children who may still have hope in their future, who may still have August to guide them, I just wish we could have fleshed out a little bit more of how these women are trying to hang on to what they hope their sons will become, and not so much what they fear their sons may become. I just thought there was another layer we could add to that to make the points counterbalance each other better in this debate. Nevertheless, I couldn't recommend this movie more. But before I dive into my final thoughts on Women Talking, I need you desperately to start the conversation about it in the comments below. Did you catch it at TIFF, at LFF? Have you caught it in theaters by the time it's out and you find this video? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're enjoying my LFF reviews, there's more reviews right up here. If you're enjoying this specific review, or if you just love movies and TV, this is the place to be, so consider clicking that subscribe button so you don't miss any future conversations on your favorite movies and TV. Women Talking captivated me at every gorgeous and tense frame. Polley crafts a thematically potent script and a gritty sense of stakes with slow burn intensity. Claire Foy's raw vulnerability manages to outshine a collection of mesmerizing performances. It is a harrowingly emotional watch, but it is also the best of the fest so far. I'm giving Women Talking a B+. That's my take on Sarah Polley's Women Talking. What do you make of this one? Let me know in the comments below. I cannot wait for the debate. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me on my LFF journey this year. And big thanks to my channel members for always supporting the channel. I'll be back very soon with more. And so until the next one, love each other and love the movies.